Numbers-wise, BC is dead even offense and defense. They're scoring 2.9 a game, giving up 2.9 a game. Luke Tuch off to the races, trying to find Dylan Peterson. Eventually came toward him in the slot, but it's cleared away. Steven
Western, he gets his team playing. This is a resurgence out there in Broncos country. A lot of fun to watch them on the national stage.
That's right. Here's Lane Hutson, a guy a lot of scouts are keeping an eye on, as Armstrong will send this one around. Hudson's not going to turn at 19 until next month. Older brother Quinn is having a sensational season as well. Another assist yesterday for Quinn. Lane had 2 helpers and now an 8-game point streak. Cam Burke bumped down. Quinn Hutson wins possession. On a spring green free, he'll get in over the right wing, but Seamus Powell slows him down. Comes back to Quinn Hutson. Drop one for Wilmer, but it glides off his stick. Serena BU is 0 for 2. They'll go to work early. It was the Eagles who scored first on the power play yesterday. Here's a one-timer. Oh, and a save by Benson.
And right toe just across. That one was headed into the net. Great save there.
Those are some of the momentum-shifting saves Drew Comesso was making last night on the other side of Commonwealth Avenue. See if that galvanizes the Eagles on the PK. Warren.
Think of Seamus Powell. He thought he had his first goal last night. And a fantastic save crossed by Comesso. Very similar save right there.
Chance short-handed. Nestorenko gave it up in front of the net. Good recovery from Lane Hutson. Now an odd man rush for BU developing. Matt Brown gets in. That one glances toward the blue line, but kept in by Hutson. Slips around Nestorenko. Tipped across. O'Brien holding. Shoots. And he couldn't finish. Another good save from Benson. Snapped yesterday. A rare scoreless night for him. O'Brien's one-timer hit off of Kane Alami. Brown from a tight angle missed the was here. He got pulled in the 9-6 loss. Lane Hutson off the face-off. Fancy stick work there. Nice save again made on the tip by Benson. It was Matt Brown looking for the redirect that time.
That's the point guard that I think that Jay Pandolfo was talking to us about this week. Lane Hutson, he calls him a point guard like a basketball player. He says he's going to break a few ankles through the season.
To the neutral zone.
Good look there by Connor Joyce. Just probably made the wrong read. Had somebody in the middle after that BU defender fell.
Lane Hutson charging the net, never got a shot off. Caught from behind by Alami. His brother Quinn was waiting in the middle. 2-on-1 the other way. Kuntar ahead. Back to Kuntar. Save Comesso. Rebound pushed high. This weekend for BU. Ethan Phillips as well as Dominic Fensore. But that still means each team is dressing 10 NHLers in each game of this weekend series. Lane Hutson steps toward the circle now down low. Peterson will stash this one away. I wonder if when BU heard they were getting a celebrity guest, were they thinking, could it be Jim Connolly? Nesson color analyst? But no, their captain Dominic Fensore, I'm sure, was a fitting consolation prize.
I think they were hoping more tighten up their defense from 9-6.
Liam Isaac lugs this one in. He's met by Hutson, forces him into the corner. And the shot totals yesterday, 41-27 favoring BU. And the Terriers blocked turned 19 years old last Thursday. Peterson gets it all the way around. Past Benson. Tuch in to play it. Thrown to O'Brien, but it's pushed back toward Tuch. O'Brien skates it out of the corner. Day O'Brien ripped toward goal. Peterson got a piece of that one. Tie up at the circle. Andre Gasso looking to clear. Will find some space behind the cage. Give it up here to Gustafson. Lays it to Joyce. A nice drop back to O'Neill. Took a hit from Hutson and gave up the puck. He's coming off for a line change anyway. Stretch pass ahead to Wilmer. Kaplan cutting over the blue line. Devin Kaplan had a poke free by Marshall Warren. Hard to think of a more valuable player in Hockey East than the Eagles captain Marshall Warren. Just everywhere on any given night. Here he comes in the offensive end. Thrown to the middle. Chance for Posma. Unable to put it on goal.
It looks.
And you really appreciate Warren's poke check and avoiding a penalty, too. Much easier said than done. Stick went up high. You saw Jovic snap the head back. They play on. Jovic had to come up to his mask.
Yeah, one of those plays where I thought that it might have been coming as a penalty, but then you see it is actually, it's Kuntar's stick that comes up into the face of Jovic. Really good position by the referee there to notice that one. And initiating crew last night, Jeff Miller was part of that. He had Terrence Murphy with him last night. Peter Schlichtenhardt with him tonight.
That would be 7th BU goal off the board. Puck was chopped down by Negotiators. Been around at his own blue line. Makes that look easy. He was in a lot of trouble. Eddie stepping in front of Jay O'Brien. Takes a hit from Peterson. Goes to Tuch with some room with the circle and a save from Benson. Tuch bangs one off the wall. McCarthy. O'Brien connecting with Lane Hutson. It's McCarthy again. Shot was deflected and angled wide. Hutson sidestepping Ambrosio. Spins away from the double team. Throwing on. Peterson couldn't get the tip as Letty gets the body in the way.
Without a stick there. Tried to get the puck out, but he did a nice job at least neutralizing the play along the boards.
Bouncing between the circles. Brown trying to grab it, but it spins back to center ice. Good pursuit there from Christian O'Neill, pinning him up against the bench boards. But the issue every team has against BU the last couple of years is you can do everything right. You can create a great chance, but then you still have to get past Drew Comessa.
You know, and Laura made a really good point there, and well, it comes from Mike Ayers, but
how about this chance in front from Hutson to Hutson, but no shot from Quinn.
Going back to neither team really able to get behind the defense. You're not turning defensemen, so that ability to get below the goal line, use your points, go low to high, and then create from there. We saw that a lot last night by Boston University. Now their team really successful with that in the first frame.
Good thought there from Cam Burke looking for Ambrosio in front, but they couldn't connect. Hershuk upended, but he gets the dump in. Gauthier skating away from John Copeland. Copeland grew up going to BU games. Said he loved cheering against BC at Agganis Arena. That place was rocking last night, and no different here at Kelly Rink this evening. That one skid to the blue paint, but covered up by Comesso.
They came out strong right out of this intermission. A great look there, unable to get the stick on the puck. Then even the ability to turn BC over again. Another really good look. Nice play there defensively by Hershuk, Aiden Hershuk for Boston College, just getting a stick on.
For a BU team that is looking for a 6th consecutive win, they've already won 8 out of 9. And after entering last weekend 7-2-2 in their last 11 games, Boston College is now on a 3-game winless streak. Dropped 5 of a potential 6 points to the Catamounts of Vermont here last weekend. And the 6-3 defeat to be. Jeremy Wilmer scored a goal last night, had it taken away, but Lane Hutson keeps it in. We look at this by BC. He had a deflection on a power play off the midsection of Trevor Kuntar. He had a tip-in goal with Jay O'Brien comes off the bench, cuts toward the middle. Gallagher will give to Luke Tuch. Nice job to keep that one in play. Tuch was blocked. Gallagher saw a brief sliver, but a little too late.
He knows he has the scoring touch right now. Get that puck back toward the net. Why not?
Lane Hutson forced out. Good pursuit from Cam Burke, the Notre Dame transfer, will come off the ice. But that gives room for Hutson. Posting up at the top of the circle. One-timer misfired by Peterson. And O'Brien had it poked away from behind, but a steal now from Luke Tuch. Centering feed, popped high. Tuch in the corner, goes to Peterson. That one slides across the crease.
Peterson with
pushed it wide. Good look there from Peterson. Now Hutson pitching it. McCarthy hammers one toward goal. He scores! And his 3rd goal of the season has doubled the BU lead. It is 2-0 Terriers.
Fantastic puck movement. It seemed like Jay O'Brien might have had an earlier look that maybe was going to go in, but that one, nice screen there, provided good timing here. You look at Hutson go back to the point. You can watch the front of the net. Just as the puck's going in, you see Dylan Peterson. He sets the screen. Makes it a difficult shot to see, and with that falling down, not for him taking down Powell.
So 4-on-4. Wilmer Skoog. Flip it across to Lane Hutson. And by Nestorenko, they get tied up a bit. Nestorenko stays on his skates and he's able to get it out. By the way, scoreless first period for BU. They'd scored in 11 straight periods before that. And they're back with a vengeance with 2 quick goals in the second. And the official call is a delay of game as that one almost caromed in past Benson. Skoog had the hands working there behind the net. Gauthier Turns back away from Tuch. Boston College looks like they need to have the next goal with a lot of momentum BU's way.
You know, when you look at this building right now, it just feels like an explosive keg just.
In his first visit to Conti Forum, even though his team produced 6 goals, but he had 2 assists yesterday and extending an 8-game point streak. Brian Green was not available in that first game either. He was with Team Canada World Junior Training Camp. Jeremy Wilmer scored last night. Sends one toward Quinn Hutson, connecting to his younger brother Lane. Quinn again, one-timer saved by Benson. Loose in front for Green, but he sealed off the puck by Hershuk.
That was a missile there by Quinn Hutson.
Nice breakout pass ahead to O'Neill. Warren heading to the middle. Christian O'Neill with the stick work. That one swept out by Quinn Hutson and pushed ahead to Ryan Green. Here come the Terriers. Two skaters out of the penalty box, so now it's more conventional 5-on-4 for about a Weber 2-minute minor as the BU penalty kill goes to work. Eamon Powell poked away by Lane Hutson. These 2 PKs are very much toward the bottom end in Hockey East as...
And we're going to get a 5-on-3 here.
Not touched up yet by BU. Looked like they were trying to get Armstrong to touch it so you can start the 5-on-3 more quickly. They'll settle for a 6-on-4 empty net. Look at this. Gauthier says, go ahead and touch it. Let's start the 5-on-3. Right to the middle, saved by Comesso. Still not touched by the Terriers, and now Case McCarthy will gain possession. So 5-on-3 with 1:26 to go.
It's going to be a minor penalty for hooking right here as we get into the corner here. Hutson gets his stick up into the waist area, knocks the stick out of the hand of Eamon Powell, and then it did seem BU didn't feel like they wanted to touch the puck, and I understand you want to give yourself as long of a time without a...
He'll keep it himself in the corner, brings it around for a stumbling Ambrosio. Gustafson to a wide open Oscar Jelvik, the Bruins draft pick across the zone, save Comesso! Puck still loose and Ambrosio will track it down. Warren straight away with room across the zone, tipped wide. Comesso scrambling now. Bosma nearly poked that one home. Half a minute to go in the power play. Shot from Gustafson is swallowed up by Comesso, who gets a well round for Kaplan. Took a bump from Kuntar. Now Gallagher along the blue line. Hutson. Kaplan with some room. Kaplan shoots. It's blocked. Got a right back from Kuntar and a pad save by Benson. Gauthier able to sweep that one out to center under 90 seconds left.
Even if that was only 20 seconds, that's a good shift by BU. That feels like a momentum shift that they needed.
Gallagher dropping it back for Peterson. Warren got in the way, but Peterson could go behind the net. Pushed out to McCarthy. He's got the difference-making goal so far. That one hit a couple of... Tuck to the middle. Peterson, tight angle. Benson was there. Delvik working his way ahead, but can't gain the blue line. Tuck took it away. McCarthy with a seam. McCarthy plays it off the end border. Out toward Nestorenko, picked off by Tuch. Shot was blocked. 40 seconds left. Day O'Brien, 3-point night last night. Connecting with Peterson, upended by Leddy. Warren kept it away from Tuch. Jelva dropped it back, but it's only Tuch there waiting for it. Got away with it, though. Nestorenko the other way with 22 seconds left. Maybe some numbers for BC. Nestorenko showing off the stick work. Dropped it back, and the shot is saved by Comesso. 2 penalties late last night. Lane Hutson gets rid of the rest of the penalty time. Kaplan out of the box, but gave it away. Hershuk in the slot. Backhand feed in front, skids wide. Maybe too much passing there as Comesso never had to make a save.
That was a great read there by Hershuk coming in from the neutral zone, picks that pass.
And Green gets buried into the boards. Lane Hutson stretch pass and he finds his target. It's his brother Quinn off the glove of Benson. Big save. After 5 minutes gone by in period 3.
Chances at both ends of the ice here. Great read there, and then you kind of said it, Tyler. Maybe overpassing, but you didn't really have a shot, so you got to make the pass. And then a great save there by Mid.
Went ahead to Gasso. He filters one through to Kuntar. Met by Hutson. Kuntar trying to slip through. Puck came loose in front, and it glides to Comesso. Gasso just couldn't settle it.
I think a lot of it might be created by this hook right there. See that hook? It's not much, but you get that stick up into the hands. Trevor Kuntar does on Hutson, and as soon as that's all it takes. But that forces Hutson to turn the puck over, activate, get into the play. That makes a big difference in 4-on-4.
Lane Hutson gives to O'Brien, ripped a shot on the save from Benson. Nestorenko, Tuch got a piece of that, but Ambrosio can bring it in. Took a bump from Tuch, and he wins possession. Stopped by Gustafson, though, who can retreat to his own end, with Tuch lurking. Nestorenko now. Chance after chance for the junior from Coney Islands. Ambrosio, the Gustafson, and now Nestorenko again. Skoog right there with him, but he turns away. Ambrosio able to keep it clear from Skoog. Gustafson down low. Nestorenko to the circle. Now push to Powell. All kinds of room. Down low Nestorenko. Shoots and a save. Comesso.
He saw the...
Is Lane Hutson. Luke Tuch right to the BC logo. And poked away from Peterson. In transition, Boston College, but Weber stops it. We'll have to regroup. Quick touch up from Jelvik, but BU's got it. Tuch again. Jay O'Brien looks toward goal. His shot goes high. Tuch turns toward goal, but it winds up with Nestorenko. Numbers the other when it's counted here in the third.
5 of them here in the third period for BU.
Wilmer on the backhand. Good zip on that pass, and it starts the breakout with Gallagher. Gallagher dishing to Quinn Hutson. Kick save made. Rebound, Wilmer pushed it wide. Best chance of the third period for BU. Hutson picked off the pass. That's Lane passing to Quinn Hutson. Quinn Hutson shot, score! Wilmer might have got a piece in front, but BU re-extends the lead. It's 3-1.
This one looks like a pinball shot here, Tyler. Good instincts to shoot the puck, certainly. Pass there from Hutson, coming over the line, and just look at the release here. I think that might hit twice. Hutson gets it definitely off of his own. Now managing things well. You can see how they're getting everybody back defensively. Yeah, they're controlling some time in the offensive zone as well, but they know a 2-goal lead should be enough right now.
Turnover, though, from Nestorenko. Give it right to Peterson. Luke Tuch now on the move. Peterson joins the rush. Peterson has it. Fires a shot toward goal. Saved by Benson. And Nestorenko is there to neutralize the rebound.